also the thicker the needle is, the harder it's going to be to pull it through that loop. So if you can get a thinner, sharper needle with a big enough hole to stick your yarn in, that's the ideal option. Like, that's the ideal thing. Sea urchins, that's what it was. It was super rare. Purple was one of the rarest colors. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, the thinnest needle with a point that you can stick your yarn into. That's what the best deal is to use. And that, again, is not necessarily the thing they tell you in a video. That one is because chat told me that. Whoever it was in chat who was telling me about the Russian join, which, again, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Brandy. I don't remember. But the person who was telling me that said to go with the smallest, pointiest needle that I could stick my yarn in. And that went from I couldn't do it with this one to boom, no problem. Game changer. Blue was seen as expensive too since it was made from crushed up. That's the one I was thinking of. Yep, that's true. Which is a fucking rock, by the way. It's a rock. Crushed up rocks made blue. Sea urchins poisonous? I don't think so. I think some of them can have poisonous spikes. Yeah, venomous. That's different. But that would be in the spikes. Yeah, Divinity. The rainbow butterflies? Wait, what one's the rainbow butterflies? Do you mean on my slideshow here, astronaut? Because that probably is a diamond painting. We're gonna get there again. Yeah, I just don't remember exactly. That's all. I've done it and it's one of my favorite things, but I can't. Okay, is it that one that you're talking about? Because there's two of them, right? Okay, yeah, that's a diamond painting. That's 100% a diamond painting. The other butterfly thing is shuttle tatted, so I guess there's that. All right. So there it is. It is, again, it's puffier. But if we pull around and block, it'll get less noticeable. And I'm all right with it. It's not a knot, so. Oh, it's just, yeah, that's fine. That's, I mean, it would make sense to get to that point, astronaut. You can't see it. I can because I'm super particular. But it's, yeah, it's basically, it's It could just as easily just be a slight thickness malformation in the freaking yarn. Nobody's gonna pay attention to that. It doesn't even bother me, as particular as I am. It bothers me considerably less than a knot. Cadmium, yeah, crimson. Colors are an amazing thing, guys. We have colors in our world because of so many amazing people in the history of things. People who discovered shit. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, astronaut, 100%. Like, I don't get bothered when other people don't do what I consider perfect with my work, but with my work, I'm not happy if it's noticeably imperfect, which sucks because I obviously I'm not going to be able to knit perfectly, right? I've had months now of having to learn that I'm just going to have to be okay with this. White was made for lead. Was it really Divinity? Div.
That's
Yeah.
the third time you've called them Divinity.
I know. Did I hit this button when I turned it?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We're hitting it. Which means 10 rows, technically. Maybe we should count now. The first wrap that I was making for myself, Astro, I restarted that. In fact, that's the second iteration. I almost had the first one done. Well, a previous one done. And I wasn't happy with it, and I tore it all out and restarted it. I definitely have that problem. But yeah, this is like the one that I was making for myself. This one right here. This one. This is like the 6th or 7th iteration of this before I finally agreed that I was okay with it. My god, this yarn though. Look at these stitches, guys. I think Caron Simply Soft is my fucking knitting yarn. And merino wool, obviously. Aren't they? They're so beautiful in this yarn. It blows my mind that I did this. Absolutely blows my fucking mind. I did this. Like, wow. I can't believe I did it. My ribbing also looks better. This has not been blocked or anything. It's just been joined into a sleeve. It has not been blocked or anything. Look at that. It's crazy. I'm very proud of that. Very fucking proud of that. I have to say, Caron Simply Soft does not join as good as this yarn does for a French join, or for the Russian join. Why do I keep calling it a French join? Is there a thing called a French join? Because I have no idea what it is, if there is. Agreed, Crimson. Those people were the real ones. I feel like from the dawn of time, we should have had some kind of memoir to celebrate the life of these people who sacrificed so that we could have the best. They were the real ones. Yeah, astronaut. It's amazing. Yeah, I don't either. But for some reason, I keep calling it that. And I don't know why. Basically break time. How long were the ads? I just looked over and saw the time.
Let me look.
Thank you.
You're about 10 minutes away, it looks like.
Okay, maybe we should take the break then, chat. Invisible yarn joining method. Yeah. All right, we're gonna go take a break, chat. It's first break time. We are almost done. We have completed 71 out of 80 rows. There's no French join? Good to know. Well, now we can just call the Russian join the French join when we want to, and everybody will know what I'm talking about. And I won't be confusing people too much. A little bit, but not too much. All right, so let's take a quick break. Let me get words on stream up for you guys. You guys can do some words on streaming. Have a good time and have fun. It was so funny last night when Glenn launched Words on Stream. He was like, "What the fuck is this?" It was just literally the same shit I said when I noticed the changes.
Mm-hmm.
That was hilarious to me. So then I was replying to him on stream. I'm like, "It's fine, Glenn. It was updated," because I know he was listening. All right, there we go. I need to set the bot to tell you guys the mirror link. There we go. All right. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Excuse me. Thank you for hanging out with me, and we will get back to it, and we will finish this baby when we get back. It's the last break before it's over, chat. See you in a minute. Okay, so apparently it's not fixed. I'm gonna fix that. Guys, I don't think Words on Stream is working. It gave me a link, and the link ain't working. That's literally the link it's giving me.
Maybe the changes they made broke it.
Maybe.
It's just overloaded with, I don't know.
I've tried to replace it multiple times. Okay, well. That sucks. Sorry, guys. I tried. Can you unpin the link and we'll just /cancel or !point cancel in chat? It's just not going to load. I have no idea what the hell's wrong with it. It shouldn't be broken. That was the link directly from it. Wish I could delete my link now. Or